Alright, so today I want to talk about New Year's resolutions, okay? It's January 10th when this video goes up. You know, a lot of people had New Year's resolutions. It happens every year, it's not something brand new. But perfect timing really to talk about this video, considering that most people who had New Year's resolutions are probably already giving up on them, or at least are on the brink of giving up on them. Now, I totally understand why resolutions are a thing. I think we all do. You know, people want to make changes in their life, and they see it as an opportunity to make themselves clean again and to kind of wipe the slate, and to make a change that they really have been wanting to make for a long time. But most people aren't prepared for the work that it takes at all, okay? They see the end point, but not the road to it. It's easy to sit back and think about any resolution you might have and be like, well, you know what? Yeah, that seems pretty easy. It's not. Giving up smoking isn't easy. Losing weight isn't easy. You know, changing a lot of your habits is not an easy thing to do for most people, but the new year isn't generally going to even be the spark that you need if that is something you're trying to do. Now, of course, there's lots of people who follow through with these resolutions, and to those people, congratulations. I mean, you did something most people can't do, and you made your life better. And I'm glad it worked out for you, but you're the exception, you're not the rule, trust me. I think we all know just how really ineffective resolutions are at changing people's behavior. Pretty much everyone really, except for people who don't believe in resolutions like myself, have some sort of New Year's resolutions. Pretty much everyone talks about them. And I think we all know plenty of examples in our personal lives of people who made these resolutions that were either just completely unattainable or were obtainable and they just didn't put in the work, you know what I'm saying? I think we can all kind of think of people like that. I used to be this person. I used to think New Year's resolutions were the key to everything, to fixing all of my problems in life, but then as time goes on, man, and you think about it just a little bit more, you realize that it doesn't really make much sense. If you truly want to make change in your life, it's not going to come to you because Earth finally completed one of its rotations around the sun and you're now finally inspired to do whatever it is that you claim to want to do. That just isn't how that works. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to make a change, which is pretty much the backbone to a New Year's resolution, you will be willing to do that pretty much at any time throughout the year. If you really want to change how you're spending your money, okay, why not do that in July? You know, you knew it was a problem in July, but you're waiting all the way until January of the next year to finally start acting on it. Doesn't make any sense. I think we can all kind of agree on that one, even if you are someone who just loves resolutions and stuff like that. Now, the whole idea behind it really is that since it's a new year, new me mentality, okay, let's talk about that. Once again, just because Earth completes a rotation around the sun doesn't mean that you're magically a new person. You're still the same old asshole, okay? It's 2019. On January 1st, I didn't just magically transform into the greatest person alive. I'm still the same asshole I've been for a long time, and I'm probably gonna be this way until 2089, when I finally fall over and die from whatever it is that finally takes me out. You know what I'm saying? New Year's resolutions are not just ever going to be something that logically are bulletproof, and I don't think anyone really expects them to be, but I think people put way too much faith into them in the first place. When making a New Year's resolution, just think to yourself, could I do this if it wasn't a new year? If it was August, would I still want to do this? Would I still feel the inspiration to do this? If the answers to those questions are no, guess what? You have like a 99% chance of failing, just being honest with you. And a lot of this really comes down to the fact most people don't understand the process of the change that they want. They know it's something that they want, and once they realize that they're not going to be instantly gratified and that it's going to take them some work, they're automatically done with it, which is why it's only 10 days into 2019 and at least half of the people watching this video who made a New Year's resolution are already giving up. You know how I can tell that? Because it's how New Year's resolutions work. It's something you're excited about for like the first week of the year, and then after that, you know, you're just back to your regular old life, man. Man, I really got to put down the bottle this year. I've been drinking too much. You know what? It's January 8th. I got the rest of the year, you know, chugging away, right? Most New Year's resolutions take a lot of work. Like the most common ones I guess I could really think of are like losing weight, getting a promotion at your job, giving up smoking, giving up drinking, you know, financing your money better. And none of those things are just really easy for most people, okay? Most people who have a dependency on alcohol aren't just gonna be like, well, you know what? Yeah, I think it's about time for me to put this down and not drink it anymore. 2019, new year, new me. Finances are something that if you make all these major changes in the way you're spending your money, you might end up messing things up. You gotta kind of do that periodically and piece by piece, I'd say, unless you're like Bill Gates. He can finance his money however he wants, okay? But, you know, the average person can't. So the reality of it is that New Year's Year's resolutions are something that really just sprout in the heat of the moment, okay? You're talking to a friend and they ask you about your New Year's resolutions. What are you doing for your New Year's resolution? And right on the spot, considering the fact you never had one, you quickly make some shit up about how you want to start saving your money towards a house or something. But for most people, because they don't understand how much they actually have to put in to changing how they spend their money, they'll be right back at the nightclub in 2 weeks, spending $750 every time that they go there on alcohol that is marked up ridiculously high in price, trying to impress everyone else in this club who is literally in the same exact financial position that they're in. That's just how we are as people. People don't like change. Humans are generally afraid of massive changes in their life. We get comfortable with doing something, and then we just keep doing it from there, okay? It's pretty much human nature. No amount of New Year's resolutions is just gonna be that spark for you. That means that you're just gonna walk out and you're gonna change it all right here. This is the moment that defines who you are as a person in the future. And if you have that kind of power over yourself, congratulations, like I said. That's something most people cannot do. You might be within like the top 10% of people when it comes to willpower, okay? Because it's insanely hard to make changes like that in your life. But most people don't understand that it's that hard, and then they make up some shit to their friends, and then they get all, socially awkward, and they're afraid to, look like an idiot in 3 weeks because, well, I mean, they never had that in mind. So then they go spend money or do whatever they're doing to try and get this resolution, like buying a gym membership or something, and then they go like twice, and then that's literally the end of it. Really, that's all it is. New Year's resolutions are pretty much just peer pressure into doing things that you think you want to do, but you can't actually do because you don't have the willpower to do. And I think most people are very honest when it comes to their New Year's resolutions. I think people are very honest about wanting to make changes for themselves, honestly. Like, I think most people just find, since it's that new year, it's time to make changes. But holding yourself to an unnecessary timeline and a start point isn't just gonna make the change for you. You have to put in the work and be the person who wants to make the change for you. And in reality, New Year's resolutions are not the reason that people actually end up making changes in their lives. If you want to lose weight and you make that your New Year's resolution and you follow through with it and you complete your goal, it wasn't the New Year's resolution that did anything for you. You saying, well, because it's 2019 now, I guess I gotta do this. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, dude. New Year's resolution is not to set alarms that scare me anyway. But it's not the New Year's resolution that just makes this change for you, okay? It was your own willpower, it was your own planning, it was your own self-desire to do something. And really, New Year's resolutions are just a great way for businesses to take advantage of people who are insecure about themselves or in dire need of change. I'm gonna give you 2 really good examples, okay? Gyms are the best example of this. This is just clear cut. I mean, gyms will market the hell out of New Year's resolutions because losing weight is probably like top 2. At least, New Year's resolutions for most people. So they spend a shit ton of money marketing all this. It's a great time to start your gym membership. Look at our deals for starters, all this stuff, man. Like, you're gonna do it, right? Because the gym's got the marketing. And then you'll see with a lot of gyms and fitness centers that the most memberships that they gain are in January as the new year rolls in. I saw an article that said that when it comes to January, that's like 23% of their memberships for the whole year for some gyms. Can you imagine that? Running a business and almost a quarter of all of your memberships come literally in just 1 out of 12 months. It's not a coincidence, man. It isn't. I think we can all see through that one. They see all these people put down on themselves and their bodies wanting to make a change in their lives, and they're not 100% in the wrong for it. I mean, that's how a business works. They have to make money, and that's a way for them to make money. But most people end up giving up on the resolution because obviously it's a lot harder than it seems. When you think about it, it just seems real easy, but it's not easy to just walk in there and do that. But in the meantime, that gym is rolling in the Brinks trucks of cash from people who didn't cancel their New Year's resolution memberships and are literally just giving these people free money. You know what I'm saying? Another good example is these loan centers. I know it's really bad here in Ohio especially. There's actually legislation to try and cut down on this. Payday loans and all these other places that basically just loan you a lump sum of money, and they don't even check your credit score. A lot of them don't, or they don't consider your credit score, yet they charge these exorbitant interest rates and things like that like 90% of people can't pay off because in the first place, why are you taking these loans out if you can't, afford to actually pay the interest, If you had the money to pay interest like that, you wouldn't have to go to the place and get money from them. It's kind of how all loans work, but yeah, but they're bad at these places because the interest rates are ridiculous. They'll give you like $2,000, but they'll charge you like 85% interest in like 6 months, okay? It's just ridiculous, and they ruin people's financial status. They make a lot of money doing that, okay? It's insane how much money they make. But yeah, people, they want to make all these changes, I need to renovate my house. That's my New Year's resolution, okay? I need to maybe finance a car or something. That's my New Year's resolution. They want to make a good change for themselves. They go down to this place, they sign whatever, regardless of their credit score, get $5,000 from these people. Next thing you know, in May, only like 4 or 5 months later, however long they've signed their contract for, instead of owing $5,000 back and like $1,000 in interest, they end up owing like $13,800 because there's just a ridiculous amount of interest that's been piling up. And then all of a sudden, people are like, oh my God, I can't pay for that. It's like, yeah, of course you can't pay for that. And they make a lot of money off of New Year's resolutions because people need money instantly to instantly gratify their resolution. And then next thing you know, they're done and their fish is fried in 6 months. And I'm not trying to talk down on people for having New Year's resolutions. If you really have a goal in mind, man, all for it, go for it. But don't attribute it to just some random cosmic event that happens because our rock goes around a big ball of gas one time every, year. Attribute it to the whole thing that you want to make the change for yourself. Make the change for yourself and your family. You don't have to make changes like that in the new year. Just because everyone else is on their new year, new me bullshit doesn't mean you have to be. Better your life for yourself, not for some moron that you won't be friends with in 5 months because they ask you, well, what are your New Year's resolutions, girlfriend? Like, let's just get over that, man. You know what I'm saying? Do things for yourself. And if you're still 10 days into your New Year's resolution and you're doing great, man, don't listen to me, okay? Do your thing. Don't let me discourage you from finishing out. If you really think you're gonna finish this out and you think you're gonna make a change in your life, I'm not trying to stop you from doing that. I just want you to realize that the odds are very slim, it's gonna take a lot of hard work, and that it's gonna have to be your own perseverance that gets you through it. You can't rely on some bullshit wish in the sky hoping that it's just gonna fix everything just because it's a new year, okay? You're gonna have to do it for you. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Have you already failed? Let me know in the comments, okay? Let me know. I'd like to read them. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I think you could probably tell by this video. I haven't done it since I was in like middle school because I just eventually realized that I didn't have the willpower to follow through with them, okay? And that all it was doing was setting me up for failure, and it was just gonna be another excuse for me to beat myself up on, and I don't want other people to be like that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here. Follow me on Twitter @SubToOptimus. Join the Discord down below. Thank you to my channel members for your $5 a month. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, making his New Year's resolutions and signing out.